Okay. You beat him. Good girl. Okay. There we go. All right. Hello again, fellow puzzlers. Ugh, then my memory card for my camera just said that it was full. Oh gosh. I just want to make these movies, right? Like, hang on. Ugh. Okay, hopefully this is all gonna work. Oh, this is so hard to do sometimes, eh? Okay, so I forget what I was talking about other than I know I was talking about badminton. So, if it's redundant, then just skip ahead because that just took quite a bit of time to figure out how to format my SD card for the camera and all that good stuff. I would use my phone, but guess what? My phone is just an expensive paperweight. I don't really want to get into it because that situation's not finished yet, so let's just kind of wait and see what happens, I guess. I'm really hoping for a happy resolution, but we will see. Go lay down, bud. Okay, so badminton. Oh, nice, I found a corner piece. Excellent. So badminton, yes, I quite enjoy badminton because what are you doing? I get surrounded by people who say my name in a very positive way. So it'll be like, yeah, Trez, go, Trez. Like, who wouldn't like that, right? Like, that's a great, now, perhaps the group is very encouraging on their own, but what I have done, sorry, this is a hard sentence because I don't know what I've talked about and I haven't had time to actually watch the film yet. Because I'm so into being around people at the moment, and I hopefully for the rest of my life will surround myself with people who are supportive, encouraging, kind, helpful, whatever word you want to say, but I don't want to surround myself anymore with people who are negative, angry, upset. I understand that it is not about me, regardless. If I find it very difficult to be around very unhappy, angry, or negative people at the moment, and I'm not trying to be unkind. I am just trying to guard my own mental health as protectively as a lioness or a dragon. Like, I am very into my mental health, clearly. And it's fine if you're not. Like, look, that's a you thing. That's not a me thing. I'm just trying to kind of give examples. Now, I want to play with this group so badly that I actually forced my mind to start playing with the non-dominant side. So that would be my left. That may seem like a very small, achievement to some, but I know how hard it is for the brain to work opposite than what feels natural to it. And it's interesting. Where am I at here? There we go. It's interesting because, gosh, okay, you know those movies, where I think one was called Limitless. It's like, you end up taking a pill and then like you actually use your brain in more percentage than perhaps you would day to day. That's kind of how I feel. Now, I'm not trying to be dramatic or, silly or whatever. It truly does feel like if you can kind of challenge your brain to think differently, actually you might like the results. That's all I'm saying. It's completely up to you. I don't know you, and I probably never will. However, I do know that I am surrounding myself with people who say my name in a very positive light. So isn't that good for me? Because again, on previous puzzle videos, I have very much identified that, and this may seem like an inappropriate word, but just listen and let me explain for a moment. My love language is to be told. I am someone that hasn't always had good things in their life. I'm not comparing it to anyone else, but sometimes my life has presented with astronomical complexities that make it very hard to honestly want to get up out of bed. I will talk about that as much as I can, but sometimes I might have to back off. And those are just me establishing healthy boundaries. Darn it, I lost my train of thought. Oh well, is what it is. Can't sweat the small stuff. But yeah, I really enjoy the badminton group. Now, going back, just making sure it's recording. I was on such a good thought process before, and then I looked over and the screen on the camera said, cannot record full data, or I don't know, whatever the message was. I was just like, oh, technology. Like, it's so hard to try to understand technology. It's ever changing, and sometimes it does not do what you want it to do. And gosh, isn't that just so frustrating? Nonetheless. So this morning, actually, what I started to do, sorry, I'm just trying to pull the corner pieces. This morning, I actually got to go to badminton, go to pickleball. And I have started to invest my time into pickleball, and I really like it. And I can understand why other people really like it. And I can understand, with all due respect, how I can understand why it has almost taken on like its own presence, if you will. Like, I feel like if someone says, oh, I pickleball, like, oh, like, you know what I mean? And like, it's a good thing. Like, I think that's amazing. And so it's just funny because, again, I'm not someone that grew up playing sports. I don't watch sports. I think it's cool that, sports does create such a sense of community as long as it's, always in the correct context. And what I mean by that is just, some people get really into it, and then like you see poor sportsmanship either on the playing field or surface, whatever it may be, or in the stands. But nonetheless, I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying that is one thing that I don't really like about sports sometimes is, it is just a game. It is not life or death, and I get it. But I also don't follow it, so what do I know, right? So let me just move on before people, like, no pun intended, like literally just lose their mentality with me saying something. So, what was I going to say? Oh yes, pickleball. Gosh, that's fun. Oh my goodness, it is, I don't know, it is, oh that's funny, this piece has two edges almost. It is, well, okay, it's low impact. However, to be honest, between the two, I definitely find that I am, like, sweating more. I'm more tired. It all in a good way. But I do find pickleball very intense, but in a good way. It's so hard to describe. Now, are there any pickleballers out there? And if there are, hello to you. I enjoy your sport. It is fun. It really is. So, for everyone else who doesn't have a clue what I'm talking about, no, that doesn't go, who doesn't have a clue what I'm talking about, or doesn't understand, if you could ever find a pickleball place to go for free, and you have the opportunity, you should do it. And the reason I say that is because you may be surprised at how much you like it. And wouldn't that be great if you could kind of make your brain do something that it's really not used to doing, at challenging yourself in a good, healthy way? Because again, it's a low impact sport. So it's not like you have to be, how do I say this? It's not like you have to be, a triathlete, or it's not like you have to be a bodybuilder. Like, I really like pickleball because, I don't know. It's just listen. How about if anyone's out there questioning me, although I hold no authority in your life, so I don't know why, you would question me. But anyway, I'm just saying, guys, pickleball is really fun. So I bought a racket, so I plan to continue with it. And to be honest, I really am interested in pursuing that further. But more good news hopefully to come. I'm kind of on the cusp right now of stuff, and I don't want to. It's not that I don't want to jinx anything, but I just don't want to, change someone's expectations and then disappoint. That I would be mortified. So, nonetheless, but yeah, I really like pickleball because one, I don't know what I'm doing. So to me, then you're making your brain think. So isn't that a good thing? Much like a puzzle. And the other thing I really like about pickleball is that, gosh, what else? I don't know. I really like the whole thing. Like I can't, it's hard to like say, what do you like about it? I don't know. Like I like that, you're kind of maybe moving around and sweating a little bit. So then your cardio's up. So like that's good. And then that will translate into your respiratory system, your body anatomy in terms of, maybe you'll, it's for me, it's not about losing the weight. It's just, do you feel healthy? Because I think many people who start sports do it, I don't know. Okay, hang on. I don't want to pigeonhole anyone. Basically, I think that some people may start sports, maybe they want to lose some weight or, go to the gym or whatever. But I think a lot of people probably would end up staying in pickleball because it's just fun. Like it's, when you're losing, when you're changing your body, I would say for the better. It's not an insult to anyone's body, but it's just, more physical activity is never a bad thing. So if you could change your body in a way that you don't even notice it because you're having so much fun, oh gosh, isn't that just a win? Like, I think that's amazing. So anyway, that's just my opinion. Oh, those guinea hens just do not want to shush today, do they? Holy moly. So, okay. But it would be nice to get this puzzle done. Okay, what am I trying to find here? A red. Nope. Where do you go? Nope. I don't know with some of these today. That's alright. And again, as I've done in every other video, if you are looking at the pieces in front of you and you are just like, you know what, I need a red and there's no more red in front of me, then just go back to your board, like your sorting pile. That's all you need to do, because take it from a very, oh, those darn guinea hens. Take it from someone who puzzles enthusiastically a lot, and for quite a while. I still make mistakes, and it's not about making mistakes. It's literally about what is your brain seeing and perceiving right now, because puzzles, they cut up the shape. So to me, can your brain see, for example, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's fine if you can't, but there was a ladybug on that. So part of the puzzle, there was a ladybug, but it covered two pieces. So it's kind of like that, flip and remember game. So when you were a kid, so to me, a puzzle is just seeing where your mind's at. Are you going to be able to get all of the pieces together? Are you going to be able to connect the dots, if you will, or connect the pieces? I don't know. And, do you need to follow a certain format, or can you kind of just wing it? Like, I don't know. How do you like to do it? Anyway, yeah. But, where am I at now? So I'm trying to keep this all organized, and sometimes it becomes difficult. But I think many things in life are difficult, but still got to do them. Still got to get done. It's like, if anybody ever watched that the show Walking Dead, and oh gosh, I just forgot her name. anyway, I'm not spoiling anything. In one, as we all know, the presence of zombies, yes, people are going to be excitable and whatnot, like fictitiously on the show. And so, there's always chaos, usually every so many episodes. It's like, oh, everything was going well until blah, blah, blah. So, that being said, it's funny because there was this one character, and I remember things were kind of going awry, and she didn't panic. She just said, yep, that, blah, 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 because I don't want to spoil anything, but we all got jobs to do. And it's so true. Now, maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't like the job that you have to do right now. Maybe, do you perhaps feel overwhelmed? Do you feel unappreciated? Do you feel stressed? Do you feel, I don't know. I'm just saying, we all got jobs to do, right? And it's okay if you can't do the job that you always used to do. That's okay, because maybe you need a minute. Maybe you need to reorganize your brain, because again, even though you think, oh, isn't that so nice how that turns out? Even though you think you see it all and you know it all, bunny ears intended, maybe your brain just wasn't seeing it like that at that moment because it was clouded in anger, sadness, fear. I don't know. Who knows, right? And, but then when you kind of take a minute and go back to it, oh, you see some pieces over in life that you may have forgotten to take into account. So I don't know if that's too far-fetched for everyone, but it certainly flies with me. So I will take that sentence and bank it into my little thought bucket of a mind. Okay, good, that I'll record it, because sometimes I find that I feel like I say really like good stuff, like that is valuable, and then the camera doesn't record, or whatever, and it's like, oh gosh darn, like I wish that would have recorded. But what to talk about now, my puzzle peoples? Let's talk about how embarrassed I am to not realize that the puzzle that was in here for a few days would be affected by the temperature. Like, my goodness, for an educated woman, sometimes I find my brain just, what was I thinking, right? But I think I was just so excited to get back into a puzzle, and I think that I was just so excited to, connect with you guys again on camera in a different way, because I do many different things. No, that doesn't go. I don't know where that goes. I do many different things, of course, on film. Like sometimes, I'll do the dancing videos or a parody video or, satire, whatever you want to call it, and whatnot. But, oh my goodness, Guinea, shut up. Oh, they're just so annoying. You think I could block that out, but I find sometimes I'm really sensitive to noise, which I've discussed immensely, but I mean, stuff that sometimes I used to be able to just, tuck out of my mind, I just can't anymore, and that is frustrating. Ooh, listen to that wind. Can we talk about the wind for a second? Oh my goodness. So, I used to paddleboard. I actually quite enjoy paddleboarding, and I was gifted a beautiful board for Christmas years ago, actually a fiberglass one. It's very nice. And for anyone who does paddleboard and they're kind of on the fence about getting a nicer board, can I tell you, do it now. Only do it if you can afford it, because paddleboards, whoa, they are pricey, aren't they? The nice thing about it, though, is, you can go to a crowded beach, and if you can find somewhere that you're allowed to drop it in the water, and you can just go out, it is the best. Now, I have not, I just got to move on from this section. I have not dropped my paddleboard in the water for, where does that go? For 2 years. So hypothetically, if I do not drop it in the water this year, then that will be my 3rd year, obviously. Math, huh? But it's just so funny because I don't know what the guinea hens are going on. I don't know if it's because they hear me and they can't see me that it's making them freak out, but normally I find them not as noisy as that. But again, perhaps I'm just more sensitive to it right now because I'm trying to make a video and I would just like them to stop their honking and nonsense going on because, oh, it's just so annoying. So yeah, I have not dropped my paddleboard into the water for about, oh yeah, you guys are, for about 2 years. And that's very frustrating because water is actually my safe space. And water, I don't know, it's just something about being in the water. You know, I do wish I lived in a section of the world where I could be in the water 24/7. But I think we all know that Canada does not offer such temperatures or you know, whatnot of lifestyles for that. But anyway, it is what it is. Regardless, it is really hard to, like, even the wind's going now, and it's hard with the wind because, like, I tell you, I had one time, and no one should ever go through this because I was stressed. I had one time where I was paddling and very stupidly decided to go by myself, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna paddle across that big body of water. Well, that was dumb. It took me about 5 minutes to paddle one way and about 3 hours to paddle back. So you can imagine the wind that I was facing, and I bet you can imagine how frustrated I was because holy moly, it's so hard. And, you know, but it's something that you enjoy. I'm not saying that you can't do things in your life that are hard that you enjoy, but when does it kind of become, well, you know, not very smart to do it like that? That's all I'm saying. Nice. I would have had a good puzzle snap, but it doesn't matter because the guinea hens are losing it anyway, so. Okay, where am I to now? Okay. That's for my newfies. I'm just joking. Okay. So yes, I very much enjoy paddleboarding. But it is so incredibly hard in the wind because, unlike kayaking, obviously, and if you haven't thought about it like this, that's okay. Obviously, you're standing up, stand-up paddleboard, right? However, you really become like a big sail. There's no other way to describe it. It's just kind of like, yep, I'm a big sail. And so, of course, the wind is going to pick up your, how do I say it? It's not going to pick up your body. The wind will use your body as a sail because really that's kind of what you're becoming. And so I promise you, if you've never paddleboarded and you go, and oh my dear, if you see sailboats, don't drop it in the water. I mean, you do you, but ooh, if sailboats are out and about, that means there's good wind for them, which means that's bad paddling for you. Now, if you enjoy a challenge, like, have at it, but whew, that's a big workload trying to paddle against those types of winds. So I am very, 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 very much hoping I'm going to get back out on the paddleboard this year, and I'm very interested in dropping it in the water sooner than later, just because it is, oh, you think puzzling is relaxing? Get a nice day where you can really, like, just, you know, buzz around in the water. Oh man, it is the best. Now, if it's not for you, cool beans. Don't worry about it. You don't have to do it. But if you've ever been a little bit interested in it, oh, I highly suggest you do it because it is just so much fun. Oh, so what else can I talk about? I'm kind of getting a little hungry, but that's okay. I want to get the perimeter done, like the edges done. Now, something that I have been seeing lately, which I think is cool, I'm going to have to move this probably. Something that I have been seeing lately, which I think is cool, is, oh my goodness, in different parts of the world, because I've never known this to be in my part of the world, puzzle competitions. Holy moly. So from what I can tell from the videos, the people, I believe they all get the same puzzle. Now, please, if I'm wrong, just correct me constructively, please, because these competitions look intense. I don't know if my poor little heart could take it, to be honest, and that is a first responder working 10 years, I'm sorry, former, no longer licensed paramedic telling you, I don't know if I could handle that type of pressure. It's just whoa, 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 whoa. Like, I don't know what sizes of puzzles they're putting together, but there's a clock, there's a racing clock, and ooh, holy moly, I listen, nothing but respect for those people that participate. I don't even care if you win or lose, because the fact that you're putting your mind through that type of pressure, whoa, that is, whew, can we just say it? Like, that's ballin'. I'm not using that right. Whoa, that was so stupid of me to try and say. But it's just, I'm just in complete admiration of these people that can make their mind work. Oh dear. Sorry, that startled me. The people that can make their mind work in that type of a context, oh, like, you know what I would love to actually see from a medical standpoint? I would like, oh, hang on now. Oh, the wind is just the worst. And I feel like the wind is baiting me as well, because I just want to go paddleboarding so bad, and then you get these huge gusts of wind, and then you know, you think, well, should I even drive to the body of water that I want to launch this off of anyway, because really, what's the point? And, you know, woe is me, blah, blah, blah. It's not about a pity thing. It's just, I'm just annoyed. I'm just annoyed at the wind. Like, is no one else annoyed at the wind? Like, oh, gosh. Anyway, yes, good for drying clothes on a clothesline. I completely agree with you. But does it have to be windy like every minute of every day? Oh, because that's how it feels. Now, back to the puzzle competitions. Oh, those are so cool. But I don't think I could handle that type of pressure. Whoa, that's a lot of pressure. However, do they appear like they are having fun? I'll tell you, absolutely. It's really cool to watch, actually. So yeah. Anyway, nice. Okay, almost connected. I think that's an end piece, but I don't really know. I tell you one thing I will say, I do not like. Where are we at here? I don't like when they put the logo, it doesn't matter who it is, I'm not trying to pick on Caldwell Hill, but I don't like when puzzle companies put the logo over the puzzle. I don't use the poster that's included, and I appreciate many people do. You people are working smarter, not harder. I'm choosing to work harder. But I don't know, are there any other people that puzzle, say that 10 times fast, are there any other people that puzzle with just, you know, the puzzle box? But how can you puzzle this section? Because I can tell that there's items under there I'm going to need to see. So I am going to have to pull out the, whatchamacallit, oh my goodness, the poster. Wow, that's embarrassing. Well, is what it is. Okay. Oh, I am starving. I wonder what my battery life is. I don't want the video to conk out, and I don't see any of the edge pieces that I need, so I'm just gonna have to go in now kind of one by, like, you know, perform Why can't I speak? I'm going to have to do the puzzle just as I usually do, just picking pieces and moving them over. But I wouldn't mind going in and just getting a quick bite to eat. I think I'm just going to hang tight there, and I'll come back and do another video. I'd really like to get this puzzle video done today, actually. And maybe I'll go check and see what the guinea hens are losing their minds about. So anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed putting together the perimeter of this puzzle with me. I really enjoy doing this kind of stuff, and today I'm just going to work on getting the puzzle done because I don't want the puzzle pieces to get wrecked because of my carelessness or my lack of attention to how things are going to happen, right? So it is no one's fault that that previous puzzle got wrecked. It is mine, but you know what? It's just a puzzle, so it's okay. I've learned from my mistake, and now I will try to do better. But I need to go eat. So I will see you guys on the next one. Oh, sorry. All right, very good.